and I was on a call yesterday, and I say, okay, I was trying to explain, the process. Hey, Diego, what's going on? So I was explaining him the process of this, the update process of LinkedIn, doing these spec projects and all that. And I say, hey, because I have a person is working with me. It's Salam here. He's the man. So Salam is working with me doing some 3D models, and he sent me a 3D model, and I say to the client, I was chatting with the client, and I in real time, I'd send him, just a screenshot of the model, saying, hey, this is your product, blah blah blah. And we were on the meeting, and then on the meeting, like a few minutes later, he answered me back. Hey, I love to see this in motion, blah blah blah. So I get the attention like right away. What I mean is that was the perfect example of this thing works. The only thing that it's a low end perspective is we need to try to produce this on scale. We need to try to make the less effort possible and the biggest result possible. Does that make sense? So whatever you think time is consuming to you to create these spec projects with clients, you need to try to reduce it, optimize it the most as you can, right? Because clients, and actually I say to him a lot of things, but clients don't have any idea of things, right? Of 3D, the process and everything. So they don't care about if you do daily renders. They don't care if you use Cinema 4D, if you use Houdini, if you have After Effects. They don't care, and they don't know. They don't care. And they will never care. The only thing that they care is that if you can help them to sell more. That sounds like too rigid, but that's the reality, right? That's the thing that they only care that, basically. So yeah, regarding that scenario, I will make a post with the video in a few minutes for you can.
Hey there, hope you are enjoying the video. Just a few seconds. If you're stuck below 1K gigs and you want to start closing 5K projects on a monthly basis, this is for you. In the description below, you can apply for our free school community. Inside, you will get a private 3D community, a mindset module, a modeling and animation course, a cinematic 3D lighting course for free, a high ticket sales course free for now, and the Bolt with our best training. 1 year full of meetings ready for you. Can check it out. Okay, see you there.
Luke, hey Tavera, what's going on? And it was super funny because we were on the meeting, and I say, hey, you know what? Let's do this in real time. And I send a message to someone, LinkedIn, send them their product in a screenshot in a 3D model, and they answered me back like in a few minutes. So it was super funny. What I'm saying is that this thing works, and grabbing the attention and be laser focused on to know exactly what is the person that you're talking to. That's the goal, right? So if we're going to summarize the strategy, and we're going to do sales role play right now, but if we summarize the strategy to refresh our perspective, is step one, define our niche, define our specific target. Step two, create a list of the people on the target. Step three is to start outreaching people. At the same time, you start doing some spec projects to make posts and to talk to them. And step four is just making meetings, right? And on the meetings, be able to ask the right question to sell the best way possible. And that's what we are talking right now. So I will sit down a bit. And if you have a couple questions before we go to sales role play, this is the time, we can answer some questions, but let me know what you think. Okay. And I will show you my dog Bucky. It's coming. Hey man, what's going on? So do you have any questions about what you said, the 4 steps in the summary?
Not quite at the moment.
No, not right now.
No,
Okay,
because I'm watching your lesson,
cool.
the 3D playbook,
Right, cool, perfect.
and it's here.
Yeah. Let me emphasize on something.
Yeah,
Uh, some things, you know, things are changing really fast, right? And some things change, and we need to be updated on the things that are changed. Before, when you connect with someone, it was necessary to send a personalized message. Right now, that's not necessary. Right now, you just need to send a connection request. Before, you can just go and on DMs, you can establish attention, right? But right now, DM is not something that, I mean, there's a lot of spam people on LinkedIn right now and everywhere, right? Because AI is so big and you can make everything so automatic that we need to we need to, sag when they sig. And because everyone is doing this AI generic volume stupid messages, we need to think about something else, right? And those are the two main things that are changing right now. Is connection requests are not necessary to send a message, and the other one is we need to be valuable on a message. We need to be valuable to the other person. And if I connect with someone and I notice that they are a little interested on what we do, I need to go to extra step. But and the thing is, you can do that if you can scale that thing, right? If you will, it will take to you like do one spec project in 1 month. It's too much, right? It's too much. You need to try to optimize it at least to do like 4 a month, at least, you know, because for a month will meaning that in 3 months you have 12 projects, right? So your portfolio is getting big, and you have attention to 100 people. Because remember, one spec project is not just for the people that you're doing it; it's for also the competitors, right? So you need to hashtag the other competitors on that same field. Does that make sense? Yep. Okay. I need your interaction here. I think you're too quiet this
yeah.
morning.
I I was like messaging this guy, and then I was saying like the template stuff, and then he responded. He's like annoying AF AI cold calling man, and I was like,
He said
okay,
that to you,
yeah. I was like, okay.
right? You see, like, actually, this is pretty interesting. Can you share your screen and show us what was the message? If you're able to.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, cool.
It was just one message.
Okay, so you send this. Yes, you see. Thus, Kevin, annoying of AI calling, man. Actually, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
This is the thing, and this is really good. This is a really good example because there is not such a thing as a bad answer. That's the mindset that we need to change right now. Okay, there's not such a thing as a bad answer. If someone answers you, you already have a contact point with that person. Okay, now let me show you what I mean. Let me share my screen right now. Let me see if I can do that here.
I guess I'll just close mine.
Okay, here. Yes. Okay. Okay. You can see my screen? You see it?
Let me stop sharing. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Let me open LinkedIn. Okay. So I'll check this out. Jim, right? You think I'm my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. Jim, I know this is random, Jim, but I love what I did, blah, blah, blah. December 6th. Forgot to mention, Jim, we also empower, blah, 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 right? Thoughts? All set. Thanks, though. Okay? In plain terms, F off, right? Okay. But because I know how these things operate, even this December 9, and you can see Tuesday, Tuesday, I sent another message. Hey, Jim, I'm curious, what's the biggest product of Process Insights? No reply. Yesterday, check this out. 3:27 p.m. By the way, I didn't mind he answered or not. By the way, I only did this because he already did a contact point, okay? Even that the contact point was F off, right? I did it anyway because I have a contact point. No one will message you. No one will waste their time messaging you, even if it's an F-bomb, if they are not a little interested or at least curious. That's how the brain works, okay? Ignoring is way stronger than negative answers. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So I just say that to him and say, hey, by the way, I like your Bear Respect product and thanks Salam to send me this. And I did a 3D model for it. Stay tuned to see it in action. And we also did this. This was 3:27 p.m. And he didn't answer me the last one, right? 3:36 p.m. Looks good. Interesting to see something with motion. That was 9 minutes later. You see what I'm saying? Like taking action of things. And if I have a place to have a relationship with Jim, right now in my studio we have like around 6 to 7 clients, something like that. And I to be honest, I don't know if I can handle more because it's too much. And Salam is a witness for this. Salam is working with me this month, and it's really weird projects go on and on. But what I'm saying is, taking action is way stronger now than even that you can use AI to do this. Even that you can put a picture, a photo for the product that your client have, and just create like a simple 3D model and just rotate it and show it them, and you can see if that's interested, right? If they're interested on it. So you can do that to leverage time too. You know, it's like there's a lot of tools right now. I mean, this is the thing. We need to try to use AI also in a smart way, right? Why to use AI to write our messages? Because everything is full pack of AI slop messages. Why don't we try AI to create from a photo a 3D model and send some screen recording for it? Does that make sense? I'll stop sharing my screen, but that makes sense, guys?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right. Is this example inspires you, or what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think it's what you say about ignoring like indifference being a stronger, in a sense, a worse response that maybe even saying like fuck you, because at least that way, like they're opening the door
Right. Yeah, exactly.
To keep the conversation going. And that could be I mean, I did have some responses like that also when I was automating a lot of messages. Yeah. But I also did recently have on LinkedIn an interaction with a potential client where, you just ask them like how you can help. And I feel like what you did there, like sending them a model, like a simple model of one of their products.
Right.
It also is like you're giving them something. So morally, like there's something called moral reciprocity.
Right. Exactly.
The human brain feels like when you give someone something, like you have to give them something back.
that's also
the
like,
people that, yeah, the other person feels forced about being in the same place as you and giving something to you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's cool. So that's interesting, right? So in that case, it's not a negative answer then. There's not such a thing a negative answer, right?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
had people who are like, "Oh, we're good. We don't need this for our website or something." But yeah,
Right.
I like that
Now,
approach.
and because that person opened the door, and because uh, that person opened the door, just answer you, even is negative, but it's opening the door to a conversation. And what do you need to do now? So you need to grab that and take the action and create something specific to them. It's the same as I did. You can just do a simple model and send it to them. Or, if you can use AI for that too, there's a lot of places that you can put a picture and you can have a decent model for it, right? It will not be animation ready, but if you have a positive answer, let's imagine this. Like, let's imagine that you can do 20 of these or 40 of these a month. I think with AI you can do more, but let's think about this initial stage that the strategy is to send their product in a 3D mesh. Maybe like a rotation inside Cinema 4D or something, you record the screen or whatever you think. Let's imagine you do that. How much time will it take to you? Like 10 minutes? How much time, right?
Yeah, not much.
Probably. Okay, so the outreach for your client will be 10 minutes. So how many of these you can do in a day, right? If you can do 10, how are the chances that if you do 10, and this is thinking outside the box, right? This is thinking a way far ahead of the regular things that people do. You see what I'm saying? So imagine if you do that, right? Let's imagine if you go like 10 per day, 50 a week, right? You have 200 in a month. Go ahead, Severo.
Yeah, I would say in my experience I did that last year. I was using Link Helper to do the automations.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I do need help in is in getting the right people
Right,
to
the right
message, I
target.
think, because and I was not necessarily like in the title or the buyer persona, let's say, but
Mm-hmm.
also learning how to use the links like Sales Navigator and stuff to really get the right person, because
Right.
I just I did the lists and I tried to curate it as best as possible. But I
Right.
ended up having like a lot of people who, when I just started like going through the list of 600, 800, 1,000 people, like even though I put the terms in, the people just weren't, like, I could see they weren't really like the match or what I should be
Right.
aiming for.
Yeah, you have a great point, because right now it's a way more important thing to speak with the right people than to speak with a lot of people. It's way more important. So, and unfortunately, there's no shortcut to do that. The only way to do that is to speak with a lot of people and to see really what is your ICP. My advice, I mean, if you have existing clients.
Sorry, can you ICP? Can you explain what that is?
Oh yeah, ideal customer profile. The ICP is your ideal customer profile. It's the profile that you need to look on, right? For example, in my case, what I did is like I have these past clients because that's the shortcut. The best way to do it is just to say, okay, who's hired me before, right? Who I'm working with right now, and I need to just find more people like them. Not just the role title, location, how they think, the way that they operate, everything, right? So it's almost like it's almost like when you're a musician, right, and you're starting out, you put a lot of songs out there and you don't know who or them is going to be a hit, but you put a lot of them, and whoever that works, you do the same thing as them. That makes sense. So here's the same thing. Like, if you don't have past clients that you can rely on, what you can do is like you can just try a lot of things and to see what people are more responsive, and you start curating that, because it's way better to have like 300 really targeted people than to have 2,000 people that it will not be, you're not valuable to them, right? And the thing is, like, you only need like 4 clients, man. You don't need more than that, right? For example, Severo, you said to me the example that last year you went all in a couple months doing post, and you get a client for like 4 months or something like that, right? It was like 6K a month or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. So, you know, it's like, imagine having 5 of them in 1 month. Can you manage that? Have 5 of them?
I mean, I will have to hire people because
Yeah, but it will be crazy, right? You will be in the managing skill, not in the creative skill, right? That's a different type of scenario, because I need to say, you guys, hiring people is hard. It's not easy.
yeah, I started for those months because that was pretty intense, that project. I started hiring like some colleagues.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not only like the technical skills, it's also like obviously the other people's time management skills, and also the attitudes, you know, like you have to it's really hard to deal with with people, you know.
Right. For example, here, like Salam, in this call is with me here. We are working together right now, and he is really good. I appreciate the help like he has, and I need to say, I'm really happy to know him, because find good people is hard. It's not easy, and he's really good. Yeah, you're the man. So, but in the case that we think about it, how we can do it is really a matter of targeting the right people. One thing, right? That's why I think you need to choose a niche, a more accurate niche, right? Target the right people, see what are the person that you need to talk to, and have this strategy of, because messages really right now they're not working, guys. Like messaging about people, and I will update this on the course too, but things are moving fast. But just messaging is not working. We need to put a little extra effort into grab the attention of someone. And what I'm saying is that if you do that, let's say 200 a month, in 3 months you have 600, right? Like the possibilities of going to 4 or even like 3 clients with 600 interactions is really, really real. If I'm explaining correctly. Right? It's really different if you spend the time creating their product in 3D and send them a screen recording than just send a message. It's way different. Right? I mean, how do you think about that yourself? If a web designer go and create a website just for you, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of what I said about the moral reciprocity. I would feel like I should do something for him.
Right. And now if that person want a meeting with you, are you able to?
Yeah, well, I will definitely say yes. Like, yeah, man, of course.
Most likely, right? Yes. And now in the meeting, he says, "Hey, Severo, do you know that like a website, and this is real case, like, but you know, a really good website with really good SEO can give you like 4 clients a year. How much those 4 clients will, in real expectation, right? How much those 4 clients worth to you?" And you can say, I don't know, 40K. Okay. So if those clients worth 40K, do you think like 4K to pay for that website will make sense? And I'll say, yeah, of course, but I don't have the money right now. And someone says, yeah, that's not a problem. So we can split the payments and to do 500 each month for 8 months. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think the last thing you said is it's pretty interesting because and that's something I think a lot. I'm starting to think a lot about right now. Like all these companies, they have payment plans and subscriptions and stuff, but we, at least how I work and how I see most boutique studios or freelancers work are like 15% upfront and 50% in the end. But having that different payment system structure like can really help in
You're
getting the
sagging.
sales.
You're sagging when everyone is sick.
Right.
And that's the whole point about it. It's like we need to see what everyone is doing, and we need to do the opposite. Right? Even that, just pay me the entire amount at the end of the project. I will take all the risk. What do you think about it? It can be stupid, right? Or it can be really weird, but you know, I'm not saying that's the case. I prefer just to split the payments, but what I'm saying is we need to sag. We need to sag. And how we can sag right now is pretty simple. Be more personalized, be smart, use AI in the best way possible to deliver these 3D models for your clients, and send some screen recordings of the 3D models to them, to their products, like their product, they see their products. And whoever is interested on it, just do a quick animation for it. No expectations. You do it 5 seconds, 4 seconds, do the quick animation, and they will be so grateful about it. Then a meeting is almost impossible not to have. And right now we're going to practice, right, what to say in a meeting. And that's the beautiful thing about it. How was the intro for the meeting? It was good? It was a good intro?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Who wants to practice?
Yeah, I think I've been like almost like a year without practicing, so
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to be the client or the vendor? You want to be the creative Vero or the client?
yeah, I think, I mean, being the client is more fun, honestly.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. So who wants to be the vendor? Okay,
I mean, okay.
I will be the
So
vendor. Yeah. Let's do it.
yeah, so let's do it and then let's flip, okay?
Oh yeah, let's play. Let's do it. Let's play. Perfect. Okay. Hey Severo, yeah. So I saw the brief. It's pretty interesting. I love what you did to take the effort to put everything together. It's pretty coherent. And to understand a little more about what you're doing, do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, hey Pedro, how's it going? Of course, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Great. So we already have a quick chat before, right? I skipped that part. Cool, man. So yeah, so tell me, I'm curious, like, what business problem do you want to solve here?
So yeah, I have this company. I sell music and supplies, like strings, guitar, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that something that I'm interested is in showing the products in a more interesting way. Like
Right.
I've seen the in your portfolio, the 3D renders and stuff. So I was thinking maybe we can present the instruments in a way that really elevates the product in an artistic way, but also in a technical way. It's very important for the type of stuff we sell. Like not only the instruments, also like the pedals and all the amplifiers, the attachments. So I wanted to feel technical, like high tech, but artistic too.
Got it. And what will do elevating your products will do for your business?
What it will do is we have like some basic guitars, some beginner guitars, and stuff
Okay.
like that. But we also have some guitars that are more, like legacy and classic,
Right.
that are, on the upper, like on the 2000, 3000 range.
Like Jimi Hendrix style.
Exactly. And
Yeah, got it.
so, and those guitars are, they're a little bit harder to sell. So we want to have, some video, some product animation that really helps explain their value and then target like a specific studios, like music.
Right.
Music recording studios. So
Okay. So that's your target audience.
Parentheses. I don't know really how does this market work, but I'm guessing maybe it could work like that. So I'll say that's
nowhere. That's not relevant. So yeah, okay, I understand. So do you use 3D before? You have been using 3D animation before?
No, up until now it's only been photography and video.
Got it. And why do you think 3D will work?
I think 3D can work because I've seen some of the, like everything from tech, from health, they invest in this kind of video. So I do think that we want to do something different.
Right.
And again, in business, I know it's not 100% guarantee, but I want to try something different because I need to sell the stock that I had, this inventory.
Okay, so you need to sell that. Can I ask you, like, what is the average price of a premium product that you have?
Yeah, premium guitar, only the guitar is selling for a minimum of 3,000. Maybe 2,500. And that's only the guitar. Sometimes when you have that, when you buy that, you are looking for a nice amplifier and nice pedals. So
yeah, I know the feeling of that.
A typical sale goes about like the 4K to 5K.
And how many units do you have?
In the inventory we have up to 100 guitars.
Cool. Got it. Okay, that's good. Cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious, like, how important is this to you right now?
I mean, it's pretty important to be able to sell this inventory because also these guitars, you have to, they're obviously made of wood and sensible materials. They take rust too. So I'm basically losing money by not selling.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious about that. Like, what happened if you don't do anything? What happened if you don't do any promo or anything?
Well, right now what's happening is just that they're selling, but they're not selling at a pace where it outweighs the cost. So it's just gonna be a financial loss. Right.
Yeah, I understand the feeling. Okay, yeah, man. I mean, I understand you want to elevate your product. You have a high premium, instruments, and I love them, by the way. And yeah, I mean, what we can do, what we can produce, and your investment of this will be around 15K to 12K.
Okay, 15K. I mean, that's a little higher than I expected. Like how many seconds will that be, and like for how many?
I mean, if you want to
platforms?
if you want to dissect the production, let's say, and I totally understand, and I'm glad that we are the expensive option. I need to say, I'm glad about that. But basically, if you want to dissect this, the 90-second animation that you think about it, we can turn this also into around 20 social media cuts. So you have around like 3-4 months of content for social media. And also, maybe we can do something about your web too and put some really good steals on the products too. So let's say about like 4 steals per product. Because if I'm not getting it wrong, you want to show 4 products in that video, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you have your high premium products with steals, and yeah, that's the investment.
Okay, yeah. Like I said again, I think it's a little higher than we expected. Is there like a possibility we can do a shorter video?
Oh, okay.
Maybe,
So yeah. So
because 90 seconds is also, like I think it's longer than what I'm looking for.
I understand. Yeah,
But,
yeah, man. I mean, of course that we can be flexible in scope of work. If
yeah, for
unfortunately,
example, if we do, you say that's for 90 seconds.
90 seconds,
If we do something like 30 seconds, then that would be 5K, right? Because it's the third.
Yeah, something like that. Yep. You have less social cuts, yeah, for social media though, because 30 seconds you can cut it. Probably you can cut like 8, something like that.
You can cut 8 seconds, so those will be like
like eight pieces. Like this 30-second animation, you can cut it in around 8 to be coherent, right? So you have around like 1 month of social media content if you're posting twice a week.
Okay. Yeah, I think that will be better because
sure.
I do think that it's something that I want to try. I want to see how it works.
Yep.
But yeah, doing like the scope, getting it a little smaller, and then we see.
Yeah, of course.
How it
and that way you can have some sales. You can have some sales in, and that way they will be easier for you too. So yeah, I understand. Yep. Of course. Yep. So I will create a scope of work. Let me send it to your email, and maybe we can have a meeting tomorrow to receive it. I mean, to check it out. I don't know. Do you have time?
Yeah. Are you going to share any like payment plans on the email?
Usually how we do it for this amount that is a little amount, right? We do it 50% up front and 50% at the end of the project. Of course, if we negotiate a bigger amount, there's a different payment plans. But for this one, that will be good. Is that something that you do, or what do you think?
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Okay, cool. Awesome, man. So let me send you the scope of work. Is this email your email, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That's it.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah. So
nice.
How about like tomorrow or Monday? Do you have time like at noon to check this out?
Yeah, I can do that.
Perfect. That way,
nice.
I can, if you send me the scope of work signed today, on Monday's meeting, the Kickstart meeting, I can show you a mood board and how the visual board that we're going to use and how everything will be produced, the timeline and everything more clear.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome, man.
Perfect.
Take it. Bye-bye. Cool. How you feel it?
Yeah, I mean, I think in a sense it was, I was like a normal client, I didn't do the worst client possible, like so you can imagine that. But yeah, at the same time, I think in the role play I was very open about, sharing like the financials and details about prices and stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to know like how would you approach a client that's really not open with
I mean, I have a friend that says something to me that sticks in me all the years. It says, I will say it in Spanish because I say the saying in Spanish. En preguntar no hay engaño. The meaning of that is like whoever asks a question is not tricking anyone, right? Questions are free. You can ask whatever you want, and that's nothing wrong with it. If the people don't want to answer me, that's fine. I already checked them out on the website, so I know the price point already. So I'm just answering those questions just because I want to be sure, and I want to know how open is this person to talk about that. Because for me, if you're open about finances, it's not like a toxic subject for you, if that makes sense. You're not a cheap bastard, let's say. That gives me a lot of information, because to be honest, man, right now I don't accept any client that come to my door, or at least their terms, because it's not everyone will work in a good way for you. But I think the counter question is, how did you feel it about when I asked that? I asked that in a natural way. Do you feel forced? Do you feel like I was pushing? How do you feel about that?
It didn't feel like pushing or anything. Yeah, I think there's a way, especially when I'm on the mindset of the client, where I kind of I was thinking about like giving you the proper information, so I just felt like you were doing the due diligence.
Right.
That's me, maybe.
No, it has a reason why. It's because I start the meeting saying I will ask you a couple of questions. So I frame the meeting not in a polite way, let's say, right? I will ask some questions. So you already prepare yourself to give me answers, right? Mm-hmm. If I didn't say that in the beginning, it will feel super forced.
Right.
That's how working. And how do you feel about when we talk about price?
It felt flexible, like I was expecting when I said like maybe downscaling the scope.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting more pushback, but
Mm-hmm.
the way you just said, yeah, that's okay, then it kind of made me feel more secure.
Acquire a client, even a small project of $2,000, I have the entry door to create a relationship with someone, and that's way bigger than one project.
Yeah, in the long run.
Exactly. You always think about the long run, because if you think about it in the short term, like just for one project, it will feel weird, right? And that's when I'm just looking for the money. Basically, when I go project-based mindset, it's because I'm looking for the money and not the relationship. And for me, it's way more important the relationship than the project.
I mean, that's a pretty nice framework. Like,
yes, because I know I will do amazing results. I know you have some sales, and I know this is going to be the beginning of something really good.
Yeah, focus on relationships, not projects.
Exactly. Yes.
Got
it, man.
That's a bonus idea right there.
That's it, man. And that's the good thing about it, because we can talk about for hours, but at the end you will get one idea from this call. That's how human nature works, right? We cannot assemble and we cannot dissect everything we are not machines, right? So yeah, cool. Yeah, that's the good idea that we can learn here. Okay, let's flip out.
Nice.
Okay, I will be the client. Okay, same scope. We already talked, and it's your turn.
But can we do it with something, for example, more? Let's do it with something that is more, let's say, real for me.
Okay.
Give
me the brief. What's real for you?
So yeah, what I'm looking for right now is getting retainers with some clients, like doing motion design for social media, short videos between 15 and 20 seconds of some copy, some illustrations and animations, and then that's it. So
but what niche? What industry?
The niche is tech and software companies creating like digital products. SaaS, exactly.
Okay, perfect. Got it. Cool. So it's your turn now.
So yeah, Pedro, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
So yeah, I read the brief. Everything was pretty nice, pretty clear. But I wanted to just ask you and hear it from you. Like, what problem does this solve for you?
Yeah, good question. So the problem that's mainly solving for us is that we need to get some ads and we need to create some social media content to promote our software. Because we know our software is really, really good, but we don't have the awareness. We need to go into the masses and to show what's possible with this software. And of course, we have a target audience and we have someone that the audience will need really specific, but we need the right content and we need to show, in this elegant motion design style, what we're capable of and what does the software do, so people can understand, and at the same time we'll want to look cool to get the traction of the target audience.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that for you it's very important to look cool and create awareness to your
exactly.
target audience.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, and what is happening right now? Like, what are you doing anything?
Yeah, I mean,
similar?
we worked before with an agency that, to be honest, was like really expensive. And the content that they produce, it give us any results. So it was really weird because, yeah, I mean, it was a good starting point, but it wasn't related to the brand, and we were not happy with the result time, to be honest.
What results were you expecting?
So high-end motion design content that can look unbranded, but also can be really creative to attract, to get the attention for people on social media, and at least go in I mean, if we can go one viral post or one something that can be a little more, have some more traction on it, that would be perfect.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you already know you saw my portfolio. You know that the work that we do, it is high-end motion design. We focus really on getting everything on brand and elevating the brands.
Right.
So yeah, what I'm proposing is that we do.
No, let me rephrase that, because I don't want you to sell yourself. Don't do that.
Okay.
You can say, "Hey, I'm curious. What get your attention to be in this call with me?"
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's smarter.
Because if I say, "Hey, I'm pretty, I'm fast, I'm lovable," right? It's like that scare people away. But if I say to you, "Hey, what do you think about me? What do you think about us?"
Okay, so yeah, maybe the angle could be because you were saying that the agency didn't.
Yeah, but at the end,
your-
it needs to came from my mouth, not yours.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So maybe instead of me saying that I'm different from the agency,
Right.
I asked you like, and what did you see on my portfolio that makes it
Grabs your attention. Yeah.
grab your attention?
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Okay, let's rewind and do that. Yeah, because we have bad experience about, they were unbranded and they were not related to the quality that we expect.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But what did you see in my portfolio that grabbed your attention?
Oh, yeah, we saw that piece about the flow motion that you did. We also like the reel that you put it on LinkedIn. And yeah, I think I mean, we love the quality of your motion. That's why we're talking about.
Nice. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to.
Yeah, remember, you need to follow the lead. You need to follow the meeting. You're asking the question. The next question needs to be already in your mind.
Yeah.
And you can start.
I'm not saying how to connect like what we're talking right now with then talking
No,
about
you just move on. You
the
just move on
budget.
with the script. You just move on with the script, and the script is why this is important to you, right? What business problem do you solve? Why is this important to you? And what happens if you don't do anything? That's the script. Simple as that. Now,
Okay.
and now that I give some flowers to you, you say, "Hey, I'm curious. Like, why is this important to you?" See?
Okay.
Go ahead.
So yeah, thanks, man. I'm curious, why is this important to you?
Oh, it's really important because we're launching the product and we want get traction from the people. So yeah, it's important for us in this moment because we're launching next month and we need to start with everything that we can to make a countdown. Actually, we want some pieces in 2 weeks to make like a 10 days countdown on social media and just launch this in the best way possible.
Nice. How many new customers would you like to attract with this
Oh,
video?
I'm not able to say that. That's that's confidential.
Oh, okay. I mean, it will be nice to have a number just so that we can have clear expectations in mind,
Right.
be on the same page.
I mean, no, I cannot give that to you. Yeah.
Nice.
Why are you laughing?
Damn, I really don't know like how to follow up on that.
Okay. You remember you need to be empathetic all the time. Say, yeah, no worries. I mean, I understand there's some NDAs in place and you have some confidential information and to be honest, like I just want to know more about it, but it's not necessary to right now to know it right now. So don't worry. Okay? It's like you need to make me feel that I'm in a safe zone.
Yeah, right.
That's the goal. Okay. Yeah, no, man, I cannot give that to you, man. That's confidential information.
Of course, I understand, man.
Mm-hmm.
For this project, do you have a defined revenue increase that you're expecting?
Again, I mean that's not the main point of the conversation. Just to break the character a little bit. I already said to you it's confidential. Don't ask a question again.
Yeah, okay.
You can say yeah, and you go straight away from the investment.
Yeah, exactly. Like I say
So yeah, man, this is confidential, so it's not. I cannot give that info to you.
Yeah, but I'm not saying like how to then transition to.
Oh, you can say yeah. I mean, I totally understand. In that case, considering the production that we need to make, your investment will be blah blah blah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. In that case, considering the investment.
Let's do it. Let's do it from a little rewind. Yeah, man. I mean, I cannot give that information. That's confidential, and I cannot share that to you.
Yeah, I understand that. Understand you have your NDAs and your internal information.
Right.
So
right.
That's totally okay.
Okay.
So yeah, cool. Taking into account everything we've been talking about, what I'm proposing is that we can do 3 20-second videos for social media for a start.
No.
Each video costs $1,000 on its own. We're talking about the graphic design and the animation and the sound design. But we also have a deal to have the 3 videos for $2,000.
Oh,
we do
okay.
a 3-month investment. So it will be $6,000 for the 3 months, and you get almost double the videos.
And how many pieces per month?
3 pieces per month.
3 pieces per month. And do you think we cut those pieces out in 5 seconds? Like we have like 12 pieces?
Yeah, we can cut those pieces and then we do, like we can even do like Google Ads and stuff like that.
Cool. That's great, man. Yeah, I mean that's a great price point. Yeah, perfect. I don't know, I need to talk to my partners. I need to be sure that you can send me the proposal to my email. or something that I can see in written. That way I can share with them. But I think it's pretty possible. I think I love your work, like I said, and the deal is, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I mean that's perfect. I'm going to send the proposal this afternoon so that you can
Okay.
discuss with your partners. Would you
Okay.
say it's Tuesday a good day to reconnect?
Tuesday we have like an internal meeting. Can you do Tuesday afternoon?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Let's do
Yeah.
Tuesday afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I'm sending the proposal this afternoon, and then I'll send the invite link for
Perfect.
next Tuesday.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Man. See ya.
What did you learn about my reaction?
I mean, obviously there was a lot of reactions during the call.
With the price. When you said the price.
With the price, I think I learned, for example, if I see that reaction from someone, maybe the deal was a little bit too generous.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you need to increase the pricing a little bit. To be honest, as a software, I was expecting a deal between $4,000 to $5,000.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it depends on the size of the software, but that's a good entry point. And if you can manage like 4 or 5 of these, it will be a 10K a month without a problem. And I know motion design, when you know how to do it, can be fast production. So it's not so much time. So in your end, you say, okay, that's cool. But yeah, that's a good catch. When I say yes right away, it's because you can increase the price a little bit. You know, and that's when you start learning from these. And so basically what you're doing is like, take me as your ICP and now dissect every interaction to see what can you do better with it, because the other ICP will be really similar to me.
Yeah.
Same needs, same
nice.
budget, same problem, same budget. It's almost like a replication of it, because it's the same business.
Again, these calls for me are really, really useful, because honestly, most clients aren't. Most meetings, I think, are more easygoing in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
But having this practice where it's, sometimes it's like the worst client you can imagine. Sometimes it's like something normal.
Right.
Sometimes it's pretty good.
So
it definitely helps me a lot to feel more confident.
That's good.
In the meeting.
That's wonderful, man. That's lovely to hear. And what we can learn from it is that you never say what you are. Point number 1, right? You always ask, if you have a bad experience, the next question will be, I'm curious, what do you saw in our work that grabbed your attention? Right? Because right away you want to make the contrast between them and you.
Yeah, it's therapy, honestly. It's like
it's therapy 101, man. It's therapy 101. So yeah, you want to make that contrast. It's really important, because now this person will say, yes, I know you're special. You see? And because I have been working with someone in the past, I know that this can be a failure. And it's even more pressure to me to hire the right people.
I'm also thinking, before asking like questions about numbers and stuff, it would be better to, because I do think that the reaction, the interaction was nice, but when I asked about
that was weird. Yeah, that was weird.
The interaction like went a little sour, let's say. So maybe it's better to even though we have this script, these questions, maybe that section have an introduction to that too, like asking. Like I also wanted to ask some questions about your business expectations and stuff like that. Do you think that will be okay?
No, I think that's not necessary. When you ask the right first question, because this is the thing. Me as a client, I just want to know your price. That's the only thing that why I'm in the meeting.
Right.
I don't want to talk to you. You're not my friend. I don't want to talk to you about my business. Like, I mean, sometimes yes, and that's why we ask the first question. And remember, the question is, what is the business problem that you want to solve? Not the problem in general. right? Being more specific is more accurate, because I can have a problem with my wife, and that can be in my mind at that moment, right? But if you send me a business problem, I will allocate it in my mind just to think about that and not to think about anything else. It's almost like you're reframing my thoughts.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, what I'm thinking is I'd like some way to, because I do think that whenever you get into the part about either budget or asking about what results they're expecting, it can, turn a little bit sour the conversation. So I'm curious of a way to inquire about those subjects, but not.
I think it's not necessary in your niche. It's not necessary. Those questions are not necessary in the call.
Okay.
Yeah, because software cannot be so expensive. Software is more about volume, right? So it doesn't matter.
Nice.
It doesn't matter. And because usually and that's why you need to know your niche in your industry really, really well. Because basically in SaaS, the people just act because they have money that they will fund it. So they have some investors.
Yeah.
And they have some capital. So in this moment, doesn't matter that question. That question is not relevant. Basically, from every 100 software that they open, almost like 10 or 12 are successful. And the investors know that. So this is just something that we need to spend the money and see if this thing works. So basically, I don't have that answer right now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? So you ask me, it's not about you being rude. It's about me realizing that I don't have the answer. I get frustrated by it.
Yeah.
And you don't care. Right? I feel that you don't need to know about that. That's not necessary. And so your industries, those questions are not necessary. In the terms of the guitars and our conversation, it was relevant because I really want to know the price point of your product. Right? And even that information cannot be provided in that context, that question is not that weird. Because you already have the products and you need to sell them. Instead of,
I mean, there's also a lot of, maybe we can talk about later on other calls about not only what you should do in the meeting, but also the preparation before the meeting. Because, for example, in that example about maybe the guitars, that's probably something that the business would have on their website, and if I'm doing something for a tech company, they probably have like the pricing models there. So
and that's a really good insight, because that's what I'm saying also in that moment, that you need to do the homework. Because, for example, you already know the price, but you don't know how many units they want to sell. So if I say the price, can be a little rude, but if I say, hey, what are your expectations? How many units do you want to sell with this? That's a really more like, it's a softer way to know
exactly. It's a softer way, yeah.
Right. Yeah, but you need to do your homework. If you don't do the homework, spend like 10 minutes before the meeting checking the website. It's nothing for you, and it can make a huge difference.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, this was really nice. I have to go now, but
yeah, I need to go now too. Hey, any questions, guys? Severo, thank you for being so active. Any questions about this, guys? Would this been useful for you?
Yeah, of course.
I need a little more energy from you. Antonino, I know you're working out, but it's being useful for you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, what is your biggest takeaway on this?
About the let's say about the empathy to the client.
Good.
This is the second point. Everything orbits around it.
Right. Good insight. Diego, what is your biggest insight here?
I think definitely. I remember our first meeting. I think going to the website and then researching it and
Perfect.
having a good idea where they're at. So I think.
Amazing. Salam, what is your biggest takeaway here?
The questions are free.
That's good.
So,
Yeah. Do you need to say in Spanish?
Oh.
I will say in Spanish.
all right.
En preguntar no hay engaño. That was so hard, right? Severo, you can say it.
En preguntar no hay engaño.
That's it, man. And that's a very accent in mine, though. That's super cool. Okay, guys.
Hey, hope you're enjoying the video. If you are a 3D freelancer stuck below 1K project and you want to start closing 5K, 10K projects in a monthly basis, this is for you. Check the description below and apply to our free school community when you can find all the resources to start acquiring high paying clients. Okay, see you there.